Hey Star Trek fans, Dan Gunther here with a theory video for Star Trek Picard. In this video, I'll be tackling the question, what exactly is Commodore O? Ever since Commodore O first appeared on the screens, there's been some speculation as to exactly what she is. Is she a Vulcan as she appears and the general consensus in Starfleet is? Or is she a Romulan deep undercover and in disguise and only pretending to be a Vulcan? There are even some more outlandish theories than that out there, and we're going to explore them all. A new monkey wrench was thrown into everything this past week when we saw Commodore O performing a mind meld in a flashback. Now, traditionally in Star Trek, it's been said that only Vulcans perform mind melds, and Romulans have lost that telepathic ability over the years. However, Commodore O could still be a Romulan in disguise. I don't see it as outside the realm of possibility that there's an ancient secret sect of Romulans that maintains their telepathic abilities back from the days that they were sundered from Vulcan. We've already been told that the underlying mythology that is guiding the Zhat Vash in their hatred of synthetics goes back thousands of years. This was said by Laris in the second episode of Picard. If we go back thousands of years, we're back around the time when the Vulcans and the Romulans split. So if this secret society has been operating since that time, it's entirely possible that they may still have their telepathic abilities. The second theory, of course, is that Commodore O is just what she appears to be, a Vulcan. Why then is she in league with the Zhat Vash and the Romulans? Well, again, this goes back to the thought that the Zhat Vash and their vendetta against synthetic life goes back thousands of years. If this is the case, it could be a shared history with the Romulans and the Vulcans. The Vulcans may even have a secret group that are also dedicated to eradicating synths who are working closely with the Romulans and the Zhat Vash. In this way, Commodore O could be a Vulcan. Now, it has been pointed out that she wore sunglasses, and Vulcans don't need sunglasses because of an inner eyelid. However, this may not be true for all Vulcans. Maybe she has some sort of eye damage that requires her to wear sunglasses, or perhaps it's merely the reason that I think she's wearing glasses in that episode for the intimidation factor. We see the flashback in the episode Nepenthe where she's questioning Dr. Jurati, and there's definitely no question that that implacable face with the sunglasses that reveals nothing in the eyes is definitely intimidating. It would certainly intimidate me were I being interrogated by her. Here we get into the more outlandish theories. Some have speculated that Commodore O may in fact be a Reman. Now, we have learned in the past that Remans are sensitive to light, which would explain the sunglasses factor. Remans, according to Star Trek Nemesis, also have telepathic abilities. You may remember Shinzon's Viceroy used telepathy to insinuate Shinzon into Troy's mind during that film. So it's entirely possible that Commodore O is a surgically altered Reman working for the Zhat Vash in service of their anti-synth agenda. However, like I said, this is kind of an outlandish theory, definitely on the fringes, and not one that I personally subscribe to. In Star Trek Discovery, we learned that light is different in the mirror universe, and among Terrans anyway, it seems that they have a higher sensitivity to bright light, which is why we saw Lorca using some sort of medication to deal with harsh light, and claiming that he had an eye injury to cover the fact that he had this sensitivity. And we, of course, learned that he was from the mirror universe. So is it possible that Commodore O may also be from the mirror universe, and perhaps Vulcans from the mirror universe also have a sensitivity to the light of our universe? It's entirely possible, but again, I feel like this is a fairly outlandish theory. I feel like they're not going to dip into the mirror universe well again for Picard after having done so in Discovery, but I have been proven wrong in the past, and it is entirely possible. Finally, it may be that Commodore O is perhaps a mix of Vulcan or Romulan or some other combination. Of course, Spock was half human and half Vulcan, and we saw that that combination was possible. Perhaps Commodore O has a Romulan ancestor, much like Simon Tarse's from the TNG episode The Drumhead. It may be that there's some sort of genetic link to Romulan family or something like that, and she's not a full Vulcan. This may be the case. It really seems to have no bearing one way or the other if that is the case. However, it is possible that she's simply not a full Vulcan or a full Romulan, but some combination of Vulcan human, Romulan human, or something like that. Well, of those possibilities, I personally am leaning more towards the idea that she is a Romulan deep undercover. My second choice would be that she is actually just a Vulcan with some sort of long hidden secret society tie to the Zhat Vash or something like that. But personally, I think, given the way she was speaking, that she will be referred to as a Romulan. There are a few pieces of evidence that go counter to this. There's that piece of dialogue where Nerissa refers to her as an ally rather than a fellow Romulan, but I still think that she may be a deep undercover Romulan. That's my best guess. So how about you guys? What do you think Commodore O is? What do you think her ultimate strategy is? What do you think the end game for Star Trek Picard is? I'm wondering if maybe in tomorrow's episode we will learn a lot more about this, but until then, let's speculate away. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks to the Patreon supporters, of course, for your help in bringing this video to you. I'll see everyone in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Also, keep an eye out on this channel over the next few days. There are going to be episodes of Positively Trek dropping. I have episodes 2 and 3 ready to go as well. After that, the regular day for Positively Trek will be Tuesdays, so episodes will be dropping weekly after that. Hopefully, they don't take up too much room in your subscription feed. But, you know, if you want to give them a listen, we'd love it if you'd give it a try, either subscribing through Apple Podcasts or even just listening here on YouTube. But once again, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And until next time, live long and prosper.